Hello dear friends and welcome to this video. Today we will talk about the true superfood if you're a diabetic, walnuts. And in general, for everybody, it is really a true superfood. It's up there with eggs, containing so much nutrients and that are so good for your health that it's almost unbelievable. So today we are going to look through walnuts, why they are so healthy as they are, how they can really help your health, and in the end, of course, also in particular why they are good to eat if you're diabetic. And to start a little bit with a myth, we often learn you should be careful with nuts because they contain a lot of calories. And of course they do, but you don't absorb all these calories. I mean, the more processed they are, the more you will absorb. But if you eat raw whole nuts, you will not digest everything, all of these calories. So studies shows around 75%, for example, from walnuts, is actually absorbed of the calories that you see on the package. So a lot is actually not absorbed. And a lot of these comes from, for example, fats, healthy fats, proteins, and your body really needs to work to transform this into energy. So it's also not like it goes directly into your bloodstream, like some carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates, almost does. I mean, of course, there is some process there as well. So this is very important also to know that even though it stands a lot of calories on the package, it's not necessarily that easy in reality. Walnuts, a handful a day, that is super. And it's also said if you add it to a meal rich in carbohydrates, it can be especially good because it can really lower a bit this blood sugar spike. So that is good for everybody. And it can also make you feel really full for a very long time because of all the protein, because of all the fat and the fiber, which is very good to give you this feeling of fullness for a long time. So you will not get so quickly hungry again, as for example, if you eat a big bowl of some very sweet stuff like Nesquik or something. Let's look a little bit on the particulars. So for example, walnuts can lower the bad cholesterol in the body. Walnuts are rich with omega-3 fatty acids, which are super healthy, very good for your brain as well. Can even be preventive against certain diseases, like for example, Alzheimer's or other cognitive diseases. So here also walnuts, the omega-3 in the walnuts, can even be preventive. And there's also studies showing it improve your cognitive function. So it's really good for your brain, it's good for your heart, good for your blood vessels. It's so many places that walnuts actually has a health benefit in the body. Also, when it comes to your digestion, the gut biome, it's also very, very healthy to create a healthy, strong, good gut biome, which we know more and more about is very important. There's also been some studies when it comes to cancer that also, but these are very early stage and there needs to be more research, but that it can also help with certain type of cancer, like for example, breast cancer and prostate cancer. So also something to worth to look into. If you're a diabetic, there's also many good reasons to eat walnuts. As we talked a little bit about, including them through a meal can help the blood sugar spike not be so high, but can be lower over time. Can also help your long-term blood sugar, so it can help some effects, here also to make your long-term blood sugar better. And also, of course, if you're diabetic, you're a bit more in risk of certain diseases, also these neurological diseases and cognitive diseases. So here also that walnuts can be preventive. It's extra good maybe if you're diabetic as well. And also when it comes to your blood sugar, it really helps also for the fullness. So you will not eat so much bad stuff, you know, in a hurry later. But if you feel full, it's easier to wait. You should eat when you actually need to eat and not take these unhealthy options along the day. Many studies show that if you have a high protein, high fat meal in the morning, you will eat less calories during the day. So here walnuts can be very, very good. Also, if you often wake up in the night with hunger, then eat some walnuts before going to bed can make you feel more full during the night. So this is also a way to do it. And there's so many other benefits, omega-3s and walnuts for your eyes, also something that can be problematic if you're diabetic. Blood vessels help to open them up. So walnuts are really, truly the true superfood. But remember, the most healthiest option is to digest and consume them raw. So not processed, not full of oil, not full of salt, not sweetened in any ways. And for me, they also taste super good. So nothing is better than that. And they are also a super good snack. If you're just a little bit hungry, of course, if you need some sugar as well, if you're diabetic, maybe combine them with a banana or some fruit or something like that. Or other options that will not make your blood sugar go up so fast, but they can also help them to lower this spike a little bit. So it can also be nice together with some fruit or some muesli or yogurt or as well. So wonderful. Walnuts are really the true wonderful superfood if you are diabetic. Have a wonderful day.